are banking on those people they are calling, they call them Ohanezi. If you are banking on those people they call state actors, governors, ministers, local government chairmen, all the workers of iniquity that are working under this very evil they call Nigeria, they cannot do this job. They have failed our generation, and they want to fail the generation unborn. We say no, you can't. Our young men are seeking asylum in asylum house. Graduates, even doctorate degree holders, are in asylum houses all over the world without even a permission to work. And you are putting our people in this situation. I swear to you, you will die. You have a very evil wish for us. You want our race to be exterminated. We will stand against you until your presence is no longer seen in Biafra land. We thank and appreciate Onyankuzi Metuchai. You are going to continue this program as we proceed. We are moving on. I like your energy, Professor, and I hope that your being here today is going to impact our people very, very positively. Your being here is going to shaping the thinking, the orientation, and the narrative that is out there. You are going to shaping many minds, and then we love you very much. I'd like to hand the mic over to Professor Enoho and Ifechukude to continue with the Metu Chai as you continue on this line of thought. Please go ahead, Professor Enoho Biafra and Ifechukude. I close my mic now.
Thank you, University. Like you said, we're hoping today that by the time most of us leave here, we will have a different mindset. That chain that is tied around our head would have been broken. Igodomigodo is the key that we need to unlock what has been hidden from us. And I'm happy that that journey of 1 million miles have started with a step. We're all here, we're all coming here together. Nobody has all the answers. We're coming here together to learn, to know, to rewrite, and kick out the trash and break every barriers that has been given to us or created. We need to understand that for us to be united, we have to go to the root, and we all have to come to that understanding of accepting our part that we played and moving on from that part. We cannot heal except we know where it's hurting and deal with the problem. A whole lot has happened for thousands of years and they kept us in ignorance, and that has torn little family, because as far as I'm concerned, this is family, family issues that grew into national, and today it is nations against nations, and we don't even want to know how far back this issue has started, and look at where we are today. But we are hoping that today, being the beginning of many days to come, we will put an end to certain things. Like I always say in this space, Mazi, Simon Ekpa, and the bridge government is doing their part, making sure that our borders are being secured and being firmed, secured. Basically, we who are inside, we have to play our part by making sure that what they are fighting for us outside is being secured inside. There will be no loopholes from outside to make sure that the enemy will not come back again and that we are back here in this position. So we inside have to play our part. Every born citizen of Biafra, every born citizen of every bloodline of Ezechikobu's children, and in short, every bloodline of Abiyama's children has to come back together and put the house together so that we can stand. we can stand and be who we are. So at this point, I would put my brother Ife in charge. I would just be apportioning the mic. Your voice has been quiet. I am missing your voice. I need to hear the voice. So please,
Sorry,
please.
sorry.
What is it though? Yeah.
Sorry, because you was before the break. I know Professor University said there was one last question I was gonna ask, but I
Yeah, your
couldn't
hand
talk
was
that
up
time.
before we went
We
to
will
break.
we
Yeah,
will give you the
okay.
mic. Don't hurry. We are here. We are going to give you the mic.
No. Well, I want to shock Dibia, because Dibia was so very very highly intellectual to kind of cover a secret when he was talking something about the Kwa
Chukubeze,
people.
don't worry, we'll get to you. We'll get to you.
All right,
We'll
okay.
get to you. Thank you. So, like I was saying, our brother Ife, over to you. I would only be apportioning time. I need to hear your voice. You have been so quiet. Please,
No,
over to you, sir.
I'm not not saying anything. No. I'm just listening, just to bring people in. You know, if the mic is making noise, I will close that person's mouth. Finish.
Okay.
Mm.
He's
So,
hurting his voice from us today. No problem.
I don't want any noise to disturb the program. So just controlling the mic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay. With no further ado, I think we had two people that their hands were up. Before we went for breaks, we had Chukumeze, and I think Chidi. But we'll go with
Yes.
Chukumeze because he has been
Chukwumeze.
persistent. So please, Chukumeze, by all means, you have the mic.
Thank you.
3
I'm so
minutes.
excited to say
3
this.
minutes.
Okay, Professor,
Yes, I'm with you.
you said something. I read in between your lines.
Okay.
You see, now I know those who killed our brother Iyechua, which they call Jesus Christ today.
Okay.
The people that killed him are the Kwa people
Exactly.
that came in through Esawiwo, and they mixed up with our people and became our people. So now they are the ones that killed him after he said what he said
You are.
when he was trying to
You see,
bring
you are a
the message.
You are a Superman for decoding that. For decoding it, you are a Superman. I don't want to say it because some people will pick offense.
They killed your brother. The Yorubas people killed your brother. That's the Kwa people. The Hamites, the Kwa people from Dahomey that came to Ile-Ife.
Exactly.
That mixed up with you people.
Exactly.
They killed your brother.
Exactly.
And another revealing secret.
Exactly.
The Bible, which is a storybook, decoded in Revelations 13 verse 14. They conditioned us for the mark of 666, which is the mark of the beast.
Yes.
Let me shock you now. The logo of the United Nations has the crown of the Emperor of Rome. Remember all this Caucasian broke out from the Roman Empire.
Exactly.
Also, the mark of the beast was depicted. I saw a video of somebody that posted it online. The compound of the United Nations. When you go there, you see a man on a horse with a spear,
Okay.
right on top of a dragon, trying to like drive the spear into the dragon. Do you know what that means? When you take that image, that statue in the compound of the United Nations,
Okay.
link it up with that verse of Revelation in the Bible, 13 verse 14, talking about the mark of the beast.
Mark of the beast, okay.
They are talking about the day the black man will rise. You understand? Because the black man is the dragon. That 666 mark come from your DNA. 6 neutron, 6 proton, 6 electron.
6 electron, yes.
That's why they were drawing the blood of Martin Luther King 21 times. They were taking his blood 21 times to know what kind of man he is, this DNA structure. And to the question 555 Vision asks, you can relate it back to that 7,000 years ago, yes, when the Anunnakis went into the lab and they did that biogenetic engineering,
Okay.
that they created this form of human beings.
Okay.
Well, let me just stop there.
No, let's stop. Go ahead.
What I'm
He's
trying
done.
to say is, Prophet. Okay. Also, university, please. I want to correct you on something. It is a disrespect. You call Mazi Metuchai a professor. Let me explain to you what a professor means.
Sorry.
A professor is an expert on a particular line of study. Yes, sir. Just like maybe on the field of arts, a professor of arts, he only knows what art
Can be
is.
anywhere, yeah.
He only knows what art is, no, because he's operating on a curriculum, which is a runway.
Yeah, he professes
But
only on the part.
yeah, but
Dibia,
why do you think our women call their husband D? Because they
Because it's
refer
a
to them
master.
as master.
Master,
D
yes.
means master.
Master, yes, correct.
Yeah, then Abiama means somebody who's a knowledge of all. So
Yes.
a Dibia is an expert in the knowledge of both esoteric and exoteric
knowledge, yes.
That means they know everything. So if we are gonna have a fair start, let's start putting ourselves in the trade. Professor, thank you so much. And
You're welcome, sir.
I will reach out to you in the DM.
Okay,
because
sir.
I know this knowledge you have it needs to be refined. And in order for it to be refined, you have to continue your research.
Exactly.
So I will reach out to you in the DM. I know how to contact you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, Professor, do you promise us that you'll be able to make that material available for grindstone?
Let me tell you the whole truth about it. I would have made that stuff available totally and completely, but it's not now. It's going to be made available as soon as you sing All Hail Biafra. As soon as you sing that song, Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. So, when you sing that song of the land that you love and cherish, then every single materials will be made available so that we can rebuild our society, which is now the land of Chukwukika Biama that will stand in truth. Our society must be built on truth and love. If that material is made available, they will still pollute it, they will fight against it, they will work against it. They will even use it to fight against the people that is holding it. Hello, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
We can hear you.
Yes,
We
sir.
understand.
Completely.
We understand.
Yes, those materials will be used against our own people. So it is well. I can give to you guys little by little, but not the whole stuff. Don't worry, I will get out one or two things, one or two of them to send to you so that you begin to see things differently, that what they actually give to you up on the show does not hold water. That what they have given to us is what they concocted. Like I told you guys the other day, that what they give to you is an allegorical story. It's all allegory. All the
yes. But Professor, what I want to advise is that if there's anything how we can do it to put your work in a book, because one thing about research is that there are too many conflicting ideas out there. Before they start collapsing everything, we put something in a book.
No, I'm writing.
At least, however, whatever happens, at least that book started existing from the
University is already writing books.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, for instance, all the names, all the original names of our forefathers in the Bible. Hello?
With the sir.
I have done 70% of it. What is remaining now is 30%.
I beg, make people make them save money down because we are going to we will launch whatever you come up with. We will launch it.
Yes, yes. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know where the name Ezigbo Ụmụnne m hụrụ n'anya is in the Bible? Hello.
Tell us. We can hear you,
You say
sir.
Ezigbo what?
Do you know where
Say that again.
the word Ezi Ụmụnne m hụrụ n'anya? Do you know where it is written in the Bible? Okay.
No.
And none of you have asked Mazi, say, where did he get that word? Ezi Ụmụnne m hụrụ n'anya. Now, let me tell you something.
Do you mean Ezi Mondem Funanya?
Yes, Ezi Ụmụnne m hụrụ n'anya, ọ m hụrụ n'anya.
No, I don't know.
More like this
Okay.
is my beloved son, whom I'm well.
No, not that one. Not that one. What he's saying is, you are the ones I loved, the ones that I cherish. Do you know where it is written in the Bible?
No.
No. Okay. It is clearly written in the book of Debariaramnya, which you know as Deuteronomy 31. Debariaramnya, rewrite it for me. The Most High told Mrikoshi, okay, say Mrikoshi. He said, of all the things which I have spoken to you and showed you, I want you to rewrite it into this book. That is what they wrote as Deuteronomy. Now, when you come in contact with the Hallelujah scripture calls it Debarim. When I wrote to those that wrote the Hallelujah scripture, I asked them a question. I said, where did you get the word Debarim? Do you know the meaning of Debarim? They say it means to rewrite. And I asked the one who is part of them, who is an Igbo man. I said, what is rewrite in Igbo language? And the person said, it is Debarim. And I said, what is Debarim? He said, right. What is your own language? He said, Debarim. You see that you people who are even, you are in the place where they are rewriting your own language. You don't even know.
In my dialect, it is called Dedozinima.
And they doesn't even know. They doesn't even know. So the word is they doesn't even know or Debarim. Debarim. So rewrite it into this book. That is the meaning of the book of Deuteronomy. Rewrite it into this book. And the language is simply our language. It's our language. The only language that was spoken on earth from the beginning is Hebrew, which is the language of heaven. And any book that was written in the ancient times, was only written in Hebrew. So if they come to tell you that the Igbo people don't have a history, my brother, look at the person as an entity. Why? Because the people that have the scribes, the priests, and the prophets were our own forefathers. It was our forefathers that had the priests, the prophets, and the scribes. So they were writing things down, like the other brother said in Isimbidi. But now we are here. So let me go down to the last question that was asked. Number one, before I tell my brother, Chukwemeka or Chukuma, is the answer to his question. He asked me, how do we rectify the problem? Now, for us to rectify our problem in Igodomigodo is simple, but it's an onerous task, a task that will require ourselves, looking at ourselves in the face, eyeball to eyeball, and say, I forgive you for what you have done. I forgive you. But before that forgiveness will come, the people of Edom, which they call the Edomites, the people of Edom, which they call the Edomites, will rise up and accept the fact that they never did well at all. They must agree that they never did well at all. What is the problem? Let me explain to my brother who also wants to hear me speak. You see, when Chikobu and his children came back and took over the place after Iduu, which is Iduu, led the fight, and actually they defeated the children of Esau and took over the place and took over the reins of leadership. Yes, they took over the reins of leadership. That is the truth. And that is where the quarrel and the hatred started from. Their forefathers did not tell them where the hatred and quarrel started from. It was when Chikobu came back. Chikobu and his sons joined forces together and defeated Esau and his own children and all the people that they went to invite from all walks of life. And when they were defeated, Chikobu's children took over the reins of power. What I'm saying to you is actually some 3,000 years. No, 3,000, within that 3,300. Yes, 3,300 to 3,000, no, 3,007, because 3,007. And between 3,007 and 3,003 was when the people started leaving the land. When they started leaving the land, I'll tell you what happened. Now, this is how it happened. When Iduu helped them to win the war, when Iduu helped them to win the war, everybody began to look up to Iduu. They looked up to Iduu. And while they were looking up to Iduu, virtually everybody under that umbrella, became part of Iduu kingdom. It became part of Iduu kingdom. But Iduu himself had his own child and his own grandchildren. He gave birth to only one child. If the Asian people will recall, they will be able to tell that what I'm saying is true, that Iduu, the one they know as Iduu, actually gave birth to one child. Because he didn't have a large family, but they had grandchildren and grandchildren. He didn't have a large family. He was just the leader of the people that helped conquer his father's brothers. He became the leader of the people, Iduu. And now what happened? As the Iduu people continued to rule the land, the first people that rose up to help as the major force to rule the land, like I told you people last week, was Arod's children. Arod's children. Who are Arod's children? The one you call Arod. They are Arod's children. Arod happens to be the grandchild of Chikobu, and he is the 6th son of Ogadi. Arod is the 6th child of Ogadi. He took over the reins, messed up the place with his cunning style of leadership, and somehow he was driven out by his own brethren and drove him into somewhere around behind Agbo, where you call Ika land. They call it Agbo. That is why you see them there.
There is not Agbo. Professor, you are making mistake. You are making mistake with that Agbo.
Sorry.
We don't feel good when you call it because
okay, Ika.
History we don't know that.
Ika, no? Chase Ika.
Yeah.
Ika. Okay, sorry.
It's Ika. Yes.
I changed I said Ika. So they were driven towards Ika. They stayed behind Ika, where if you pass through Ika and you're going to Uromi, you will see them there. They live beside the people you call Obele, the Obele people. After Atani Abo, after Atani, that's what they call that place, Atani. After the Atani people, you see Obele. Behind Ika, that's where they are. That's where they were driven. So from there, majority of them now returned back to where you call Arochukwu today in Abia State. The next people that took over was the Ada people. The other people were actually descendants of Ibn Nakarim. Ibn Nakarim is the person we call Benjamin, the son of my right hand. Ibe means son. Ibn Nakarim, son of my right hand or son of my old age. So when they tell you that his name is Benjamin or Benjamin, throw that nonsense away. Nobody is Benjamin, nobody is Benjamin. Ibn means son. It is the Wayo they played you, and the so-called people they call Arab say is Ibn. Ibn Muhammad, son of Muhammad. The word is Ibn or Ibn. So when the descendants of Ibn Nakarim took over the reins, it was the other people that it fell on. The other people also misbehaved and were driven out of the space, and they scattered. While the younger brother of Ada, whom you know today as Ishekiri, moved down to go and stay. His name is not Ishekiri, his name is Jikri. Jikri is his name. So it is the Yoruba that call them Ishekiri.
Some people say in name na Ishakiri.
It's
Yeah,
not
if
Ishakiri.
you look at some maps, it's written Zikri actually. In
It's Jikri.
the 15th century map wrote Jikri.
Yes. Jikri. So his name is Jikri. It is the Yorubas that call them Ishekiri. After they moved down looking for how to conquer the land, they and the Ashanti people, they moved down looking for how to conquer the land, to take over the marine area, which you call the swamps and the backside. Now they know what they were looking for to take over. Probably they want to pass through the back to finish the people, which is the conspiracy. Iduu. When you hear them say Armageddon, there is no Armageddon anywhere. The word is Iduu. The conspiracy against Iduu. The conspiracy against Iduu. And who started the conspiracy? It was after those two men have lost position. Then the children of Esau were not happy that our people were now in charge of the place. So instead of Esau's children to reconcile with Jacob's children, they went back to their mother's places. They went back to Kwa. They went back to all those areas I mentioned before. When they got there, they connived. That is the conspiracy. The conspiracy you hear of that land is that Esau went back to their mother's place. His children went back to those people who they thought were their friends, and now brought them to do what? To fight for them. They brought them cunningly, conspired cunningly to kill the people on throne. So, but what happened? Before they drove the Ogiso out of his seat, they told you in their history that the Ogiso became apprehensive and was very angry because his first son was missing. The one they called Ekahadan, whose original name is Izua or Izotua. His original name is Izua or Izotua. Then the enemy said his name is now Oduduwa. And those of them who call him Ikalahadan, they call him his native name based on the language of the dialect of his people. So he's the one our people know as Izua or Izodowa. So when
But why will somebody answering Igbo name be a Yoruba man?
He's not a Yoruba man, he's a direct descendant of Esau. Esau is not a Yoruba man. Esau himself is part of the Ibri. The word you speak, I want you to understand.
I'm talking about the Eka what the
Ekalahadan. He has to answer the name that concerns his mother people now. It's just like today now. A man who marries from an Igbo man that marries Akwa Ibom. Probably you may have one name as Emeka, then the other name as Effiong. Huh? Are you with me?
I'm with you, but I don't think Akwa Ibom is a very good example. You have used
No,
somebody
I want to tell you that because of the incursion and infiltration of his mother's people. Remember, he didn't marry one wife. He married more than 3 wives.
Yes.
from different places. And they came with their language, their people, with everything, and corrupted the whole place. So when them speak, listen what they are word that sounds Igbo from their mouth. Have you ever listened to them speak? Hello?
Yeah, I do. I have.
Have you heard them speak? When they are speaking and you are attentive, you would listen to the names of their environment in the first place, the names of their homes, when they call it.
All the names are the ones that they have not changed. All the names are in mostly Igbo name, at least 70%.
Okay, so have you asked yourself, why is that? It is that because Esau himself spoke the same language with his
Oyankuzi.
Kuzi, can you hear me? It's like they're dropping.
I think he's getting caught out.
They are trying to kick him out. He's still there, but
yeah.
Kuzi, oh you know, one yo me.
Oyankuzi, Onyovo.
He cannot hear us. He's being dealt with.
Oyankuzi have gone to the other room. I did try to take careful now because Chukwumaize doesn't appreciate the fact that I'm calling him professor.
They drop people anyhow now.
Kuzi, can you hear me? Okay.
No.
What's going to happen is I think Chidi wanted to say something. Okay, Kuzi, you can hear us.
Can I say something?
Kuzi is back. He's back.
We can't hear him. Can you hear him? I can't hear him.
No. I can't hear him.
He's not back yet. Okay, so I'm going to take you down.
He will be back. Just that.
I'll take you down and bring you back up. Okay? While we do that, maybe Chidi can make, I don't know if he wants to ask a question or I don't know. Just, you have the mic for now. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone on the call. It's been a nice time, fulfilling time. It's
Chidi, are you in there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
No, can you hear Chidi?
Yes,
I can hear
Chidi. I can hear Chidi.
Okay. I can't. Let me just mute.
I think the air has been. I've got everything I needed to get in place. Thank you very much. I'm just enjoying the discussions.
Okay. Thank you, Chidi.
Right.
Thank you, Chidi.
Thank you.
I'm trying to bring. If you don't mind, can I bring you down because we have a lot of people and it's probably gonna affect the Oyekuzi coming up.
No worries. Go on.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Maybe he came up because of sometimes when you are on the audience they don't let you stay. Probably that's why he came up. I can't hear him either. No, is anybody speaking?
No, nobody is speaking right now, but I'm trying to bring Oyekuzi back up.
Okay.
Nobody is speaking right now.
Okay. Nkuzi will be back. I think
he has sent his request, but I need to bring people down to get him up.
Okay.
Yes.
Please do. That was supposed to be the job of Ifesha, but
I've already sent. I've already sent him mic now.
I need to take who else is not.
Okay.
Yes, Oyekuzi is back now. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me. So I remember where I left off. It's about the annoyance when the children of Esau went back to bring in all manner of people from what you normally know today as the maternal homes and their friends and co to come and fight a war of attrition. And in the process of that war, a lot of people lost their lives. The war cost people so much. And that gave birth to the real migration. It now gave birth to the migration of the people because of what they lost. The people that you call Iduu people began to migrate from the land because why? They did not just come to fight a battle of knife and guns and bullets, but they came to fight a battle of witchcraft. And what did they do? They took a descendant, a virgin girl from the Iduu nation, amongst those you call Iduu people, use her with, like my sister will always tell you people, palm oil. And the palm oil is not just anyhow palm oil, it's that palm oil that you don't really use for cooking. That one we call Odin. The Odin. The Odin.
Oguru.
Okay, you call it Oguru. We call it Odin, Unko Odin. That one we don't use for cooking.
You are right. You are right. You really understand it. Thank you very much.
That's what we call it too. Yeah. Udi.
Oguru.
We call it Odin. You call it Udi. You see? You call it Udi, we call it Odin. So when they use that oil and the yam, and they buried that young woman exactly in that place you call the Oba roundabout. In that place you see that roundabout, that's where that young woman was buried alive.
Please, let me tell you, please let me come in here. They did not bury Eden there. They did not bury, but the Oba of Benin said they bury in the palace.
So, Professor,
they bury Eden.
Before the Mighty Dot asks their question, I want to understand.
Somebody's talking. Somebody's talking.
Yes, I was talking. I thought maybe you were.
It was daughters of ancestors.
Daughters of ancestors was saying something.
Yeah.
Yes, finish, ma.
Okay, the place they bury Eden, yeah, the Oba of Benin, he deceived everybody. When they kill Eden, okay, they bury him. There is a place they bury him. I would like to send the grave of Eden to you. Any person go to there is a time that the journalists of Yoruba, they came to that village where they bury Eden.
No, is anybody talking?
Yes, daughters of ancestors is talking.
Yeah. Where they bury Eden, those journalists, when they came there, they kill all of them secretly. Then me, with one woman, we dodge. There is something that we did. We did bad medicine. Then when we want to know what they buried there. That's about 2 years ago. Then when we do it, then we send people there. When they go there, there is an old woman, more than 120 years old woman. Then the woman showed the people that we sent to the place. They call the place Ugonton. They call the place Ugonton. That is the place they yes. Yeah. Then the old woman, everything where they bury it there, he show the grave. They even bring the sand where they bury it there. Oba of Benin lied to people, said the mother Eden for New Benin, they bury her for inside palace. Now lie. Now Ugonton, they bury Eden Okmoko.
Okay. Very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. Prof, please, I would like to have that name. In fact, text it to me the way it is spelled, please. Huh?
Okay, I'll do that, sir.
Text it the way it is spelled. So, like I was saying before, they buried that young woman there to make sure that we are scattered. And unfortunately, what they did not even help those that brought them. Both those of Isan and those of Iduu, none of them could hold hand on the place which belongs to their forefather. They are not in charge of the place that belongs to their forefather. And that land which is supposed to be a set apart land, what do I mean by set apart? It's supposed to be a holy land. for our people was desecrated, defied, and usurped by the enemies of our own people. And what are they doing in that place? They are using the forces which our own forefathers left behind in that place. They are using the oaths and the agreements made in that place to manipulate our people, to make sure that both the man you call Isa and the man you call Chikobo never comes around there for anything whatsoever, claiming birthright or whatsoever. Isa cannot claim. Chikobo cannot claim. The people who are there are not our friends. The people who are there are our enemies to the core. And because they sit on the same seat that belongs to Abiama, the seat that belongs to Ishak, and the seat that a son or his brother Chikobu should sit. But I would not say Chikobu should sit. I would rather say for a son to sit, because a son is the older one amongst the twins. So a son is supposed to sit there. But for the fact, pardon me, I'm going to use this word, for the fact that he stupidly and foolishly denied his own brother, said, instead, my brother will stay there, make strangers stay there. That is what we are suffering today. That is what we are suffering today. And like my brother asked me, he said, how do we restore it? It's simple, pure. The priests of the land, they left the place. But they told you in your Bible that the Most High said that because they have defiled my land, both priests and prophets and the people, I will scatter. So which means, based on the Bible story, the priests, the prophets, and the people were scattered because the Most High was angry that they defied the land. But did they really defy the land by themselves? The answer is no. But for the fact that two brothers could not come together and sit in the place and control the place, the enemy took over and defied the land. So what do we do? My people, please, all of you there, you are either a son or you are Chikobo. Whether they call you Iduu or they call you Igodo, whatever they call you, that place is our forefathers' place. It belongs to Abiam. It belongs to Ishak. It belongs to Chikobo. It belongs to Esa. Two of them are children of the same father and children of the same mother. It's not as if their father got married to two wives. No, no. One woman gave birth to two of them. Unfortunately, the senior one went haywire and lived a reckless life by attracting recklessness into the land. But the junior one also did not do well 100% by even accepting to attack his brothers and maim them, taking over, though something cost it. But all the same, like I said from abolition, we have to tell ourselves the truth by saying, I am sorry, I forgive you, I forgive you. Then, having unlocked that particular door, that particular one, when we remove that first key, the key of unification to unite Esa and Chikobo, once we have succeeded in uniting ourselves, speak with one voice, come together as the same people of father and mother, despite the fact that they were twins. They came from the same womb. We all came from the same womb, the womb of the one they told you is Rebecca. We came from the same loins of the one they told you is Isha. As long as we came from that womb, we should come together and tell Chukwokikabiam, say, please, we beg of you, reunite us because we are of Isha and we are of Abiam. Brothers of the same father, brothers of the same mother, so that we can start living our life better than we used to live it before. Then if we succeed in doing that, it means that we have unlocked one key. Then we agree on our own and we look at what is standing as an abomination. Because even your Bible says to you that when you see the abomination that causes desolation, it says, he that is on the mountain should run far, and they on the valley should also take refuge. Anywhere you are, run away because the place has been polluted. The land you call Benin today, that space where the Oba is polluted to the highest level of witchcraft and marine wickedness. That place the Oba is more polluted than anywhere else in this world. Where the Oba is seated, that is why you see the Oba claiming that he's the king of all of them, that is the king that gave birth to the Oba of Lagos, that is the king that did this one, is the one that did that one, is the one that did that one, is the one that did that, is the one that did that. Because they are sitting on someone's authority. And the only way they can be removed is when we come together, unified ourselves, and we raise the priests. As I speak right now, the priests, they know themselves. The priests will begin to do what they are supposed to do. Because the priest actually is my own forefather. That makes me the priest. So when that guy told me that I am Dibia, he is seeing too far, telling you that from them, and there's some of them also who are there. We have reason. It doesn't matter what anybody does. One of the reasons we are hiding ourselves is we don't want to face the same fate as our brother that they murdered in Germany, the Ogiso, who they murdered. We don't want to face the same fate until the Most High says we should come out and go down there in that space and fight for it. You will not know some of us. You will not see some of our faces. As I speak, one or two of them are also anchored there. I saw them in the morning. They are anchored here, but I refuse to say hello to them because I know them. The truth is, the priest who actually stayed in that land was the firstborn of Eloah. Who is Eloah? Eloah is the man they lied to you that his name is Levi. There is nobody as Levi. They came back and told you that Levi means joined together. It's a lie. The word is Eloah. What is the meaning of Eloah? Eloah means that heaven and earth have come together. That is the name of the fourth son. That is the name of the third son. Yes, the third son of Jacob. You have Enyeri Ben, which they told you is Reuben. You have Chimnano, they say it's Shimon. You have Eloah, they say it's Levi. You have Ehilda, they say it's Judah. So you have them all like that, the 12 of them. All their names we know. We have recorded their names, we know their original names. Now, Eloi now gave birth to his first son, like I said last week. Who is his first son? His first son's name is Ogarichonye, the one they changed to Gershon. Why was he called that name? Because the son came out very fair. He came out very fair. The second child was Ego Hantutu, the one you call Kuhat. The third child is Merari, which is the brother to the Robos. Merari is the one that followed the so-called, the people you call Urobo. Sorry for the word so-called. The people you call Urobo, Merari.
Oh, you can see the name is Merari.
Okay, Merari. Okay, sorry. No, his name is Merari. Sorry, oh, no vex. His name is what?
No problem. Merari.
Call his name again. Merari. That is how you. That's how you pronounce it. His name is Merari. Okay, beautiful. Merari happened to be the priest.
Oyankuzi, can you speak Ijo?
I beg, no carry me go that side. Merari is the third son of Eloi. Then the last child of Eloi is a lady. And that lady, like I told you, her name is Okaka Diebube, which means Chidiebube. That's her name. That's where Urobo people got the word Ogaga. And that is where we got the word Okaka. So her name is Chidiebube, Okaka Diebube. Now, this guy, Ogarichonye, now gave birth to 2 boys. When he married and gave birth to his first son, they didn't believe it. Why? Because the young man came out like a white, he came out white. And when he came out white, what did they call him? That is why I kept asking from the beginning, but nobody has really given me that answer. They called his name Ibenu. Ibenu. So this one is a son, white like salt. White like salt. The usurpation of the Kwa people by telling you that the land is Lebinu, they are telling that the land is Ibenu's land, not their own. The land of Ibenu, that is where you are hearing Ile, land of Ibenu. And that Binu is actually my own direct forefather. And while he was there as the priest, he took charge of what was going on. Until the priesthood now fell on the one you know as Aaron. Nobody is Aaron. His name is Aaron. He was born when the war was being fought. And the mother said that na ndiro ebusola anya, which is why the Europeans wrote behind his name that blood was shed. That Aaron means bloodshed. The actual word is Arironde. Said the war of the enemy has come to us. That's when they gave birth to him. And that's his name. He was not the first priest. The first priest was his grandfather. The first priest was his grandfather, Eloah, the one that the Mosai chose and made him Eloah and say that now heaven and earth has been joined together. You and I is one. You shall be my priest and speak for me on the earth. As I and my children are in heaven, so shall you and your children be on earth. To you shall the judgment of the house of Jacob be, and you shall stand by the sanctuary, speaking the truth in righteousness, blessing the house of Jacob, ministering to Jacob and his children. And you shall become a follower of all the children of Jacob wherever they go. And that is what gave birth to the word Umunoha, and also gave birth to the word Umunadi. Umunadi means that our brother has followed us. Umunaye. Umunoha means that our brother is also with us at Umunoha in Imo State. So anywhere you see Umune, Umunadi, or Umune, it means that there must be a shrine in that place. And that shrine shows that an Elowite, which you know as a Levite, lives there. So, but something happened. Something happened. When the people came and saw him, they called him a name that you guys have not given answer to. They called him a name, Igbo. Igbo means an albino. The strangers called him Igbo, which means an albino. That this one is Igbo. Fair, very fair, because his own fairness entered his eyes. So since those who were living around did not have access to the so-called Caucasian or the Europeans, they called him Igbo. But the day our people began to see the Caucasians, they now gave them a name and said these ones are Oyibo, that they look like Igbo, our own. Oyibo, 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 no be strange word. Oyibo is our word. These people look like Igbo himself. And who is Igbo? Igbo is the one they call Libino, the albino. The albino in our midst, who happens to be the priest, the first son of Eloi. The first son of Ogarichonye, who is Igbo, Ilebinu, and they called him Igbo. That's where they get the word from. Let me tell our people, especially those who are Igbos, who mix up so many things, and tell you, when somebody calls you Igbo, somebody say Igbo. Igbo and Igbo, it's not the same. Not all of you are Igbo. The only people who are Igbo are the descendants of Ilebinu, who was the albino amongst all the people. I am one of them. So the person they call Igbo is different from Igbo. We should stop mixing this together. Igbo is different. Igbo means that this man is an albino. And when you say Oyibo, means that this person looks like the albino. Oyibo, Oyibo. Go ahead and ask your question.
I have question to ask you. I'm looking at novice.
Wait, hold
Go
on.
ahead
Hold
now.
on. Just hold on. Let me know who said that, because Chukwumeze's hand has been up.
Chukwumeze, 555 and Onyeka. Only three of them first.
Okay.
Mighty Dot hand they up since
Yes,
now.
and Mighty Dot. Mighty Dot, yes.
It's actually Mighty Dot. So that's why I wanted to be sure we go by the way they came. So let's take Mighty Dot, because a lot of hands have been up so that they don't forget. So Yekwisi, please don't lose your thoughts, please. Line of thoughts. Just hold on. Let's just take questions, then we continue.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. So Mighty Dot, please. Yeah.
Yeah. My brother, I may have lost because I've been waiting for long. I may have lost some line of thought, or some questions I wanted to ask. But my brother, do you know, my people? Do you know that there is a liberation happening right now? There is something happening right now. Do you know what you are actually doing here, my brother? We are breaking a yoke. Our ancestors. There is a jubilation right now.
Thank you.
They are jubilating because this kind of information I have never heard in my life. In my over 40 years of age, I have never heard this kind of information. I tell our people that everything we have been looking for is within. You see this thing they call DNA. It's a storage, a device storage.
Yes.
Where information are stored.
Yes.
Look inward, everything is right there. Do you know the kind of things that you are activating? My brother, I have followed you. I need information on how to contact you, because we have started something that we have been waiting for. Everything is lining up. My brother, you did not just come out by mistake now. You came out at the right time.
Thank you.
Our brother at university was asking, where have you been? You are here because everything has been put in place. Mazi Simon Ekpa is ready to march. But before that, something has to be done, because we cannot just march when we have not broken the spiritual jinx that is holding us. Our leader say, Igodomigodo, the key that opened the key, he said we should go and find out. He gave assignments, because that is where everything is lined up. Fulani are trying to take over Edo State. Yoruba people are trying to take over Edo State because they know that is where the key lies. The secret lies right there.
Exactly.
You see the reason why Benin people. You see the reason why Benin people are so they hate Biafrans. Any word of Biafra, they hate Igbos with passion, because they know when Biafra is restored, it is over for them. The day Biafra restored, you see that man sitting on that stool, that place, if the day Biafra restored, he will not last more than a year.
He will run away.
You see, the restoration of Biafra will destroy every yoke, every bondage that has been holding us down. So, my brother, we need to talk more. In fact, please, if we can be doing this every week, I really appreciate it, because there's more to say.
I'll try. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mighty Dot. Thank you so much for that. I will take the next person. Mazi Ife, who was it? 555 or Chukwumeze?
Chukwumeze, then 555 Onyeka.
Okay, Chukwumeze, you have the mic.
Dibiama. You see, I've added or to it, not just Dibiama. So this is very important.
Yes.
My honorable Dibia, please, I want to ask you one question.
What
is the connection between what can you connect between Britain, America, and Rome? Then you come to Britain, Yoruba, and Fulani. What do you think is the connection?
Let me tell you. Britain, America, and Rome. Huh?
No, look at. I want you to compare because
Yoruba,
I'm
I say
getting
make you
something.
draw the line between Yoruba, Arab, Britain, and
No, you said Britain, America,
No.
and Rome first, right?
Yes.
Then the second one
Yes.
is Britain, Fulani,
Yoruba
and
Fulani.
the Kwa people. Huh? The Kwa people, which is Yariba.
Yes.
The immigrant in the coastline.
Okay, let me tell you what I know about them. You see, Britain.
No, wait, Professor, wait. I don't know if you get my question.
You said, how can I connect them together?
Yeah, but before you go, let me just make one submission. Because when I look at the first three I mentioned, which is the Anglo-Saxon.
Anglo-Saxon,
yes. And right before our own eye, history is repeating itself again. Another Anglo-Saxon is happening in our own land, which is Britain, which is the religious aspects.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Yoruba, which is the masterminder. And also somewhere you can say the economic aspect. When you talk about Lagos, then you talk about the Fulani, which is the foot soldier. So when you compare those two together and you compare the ones I mentioned, which is the Anglo-Saxon, it just tells you everything, how they want to conquer our land. So, but you can answer now. Thank you.
But you've answered yourself now.
Hold on, please. What I want to say is that you ask outside question, the Britain, the Europeans, the Caucasians. Most of us has question concerning what he has said about us. Please, if you don't mind, let those who have question concerning what he has said about us ask, and later.
Okay. I will answer his own. Then go ahead. I am on.
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, so before, if you are not taking Chukwumeze's question, then we should just go to Vision 555 because his hands has been up too. So if you can hear me, Mazi, go ahead.
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Okay. Should I go on now?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Normally, I didn't come to ask question, but I have come to support something you said, because when you are doing something without a solution, you know that we are just beating around the bush. Then, Mazen Nandekan, when he went to Belgium, he told them about Biafra. They told him when he is serious, then they will know. And we know very, very well that the Fulanis and the Yorubas knows the history of Igbos more than we know our history. And we also knows the reason they are pushing Igbo people to become traders, buying and selling people, in order for them not to focus on the reality. And the key of what you are teaching here today shows the reason they remove history out of Nigerian school curriculum. Now, now, the main problem, just like I said before, every problem of this planet Earth is happening in that Abiam place. And what we are coming to understand here now is that this Abraham going up and down, Isaac and Jacob, all this thing is in the same place of Igodomigodo, which is the thing. Now, what I want to say is because of my sister, Princess Odogunowe, we are in the same group, Biafran Religious Freedom and the Monitoring. And there is somebody that asks you a question here, the solution. And this solution came up in the group, Biafran Religious Freedom and the Monitoring, which Prince Princess Odogunoye is one of the members there. Then they asked her, what is the solution? The same thing you brought out as a solution is what she herself brought out in that place. Biafran religious freedom and monitoring.
Beautiful.
So,
Beautiful.
so that is exactly what I have come to balance here now, because we are on research, and this research we are on it for many years. And many people, you are calling me here now, 555 vision, 555 vision. Everything you are teaching in this place is what we saw in this inside this 555 vision. And when we are trying to find out, we came to a place where we saw something on top of the sea that is say the sea has a new challenge every day, which means how the wave turn now is different to how it's turning tomorrow. That is the changing the narrative of yesterday, what we are doing now. And
changing the narrative.
And after seeing the thing on top of the sea, this thing we are telling you now, it happened in Valencia, Spain. Near the sea, we are crossing near the sea, something fly up, and what we saw that place is the sea has a new challenge, and that thing stick inside me for a very long time. Working on it,
wow,
something came out. The treasure is hidden in an open place. And this word, I have never found any other person using that language. The treasure is hidden in an open place. I tried to find out the meaning of it. The simple translation. Yes. Now, all the things you have brought up as solution in this place is exactly how Princess Odogunoye brought it out. And that is what I have just come to see. I didn't come to ask questions because you said the question I asked concerning Ken and the Ebel, you said you will do it another day. And that one will become a teaching of another day. Just be ready because we are ready to hit down the rock of all these things. No stone will be left unturned. We have seen we have seen the real truth, because this Biafran religious freedom and monitoring is controlled by Biafran. The bridge is controlled by the Biafran government.
Okay.
Yes, it is controlled by the Biafran government. So we are tracking and tracing the history. Everybody is coming out with his or her own opinion and how the history goes. So let me just seal one here now, that the solution you brought out concerning the sacrifice they made in that Oba palace, and again, after Aburi Accord, the person Britain called to stop Gowon for not accepting the Aburi Accord being sealed in Ghana was former Oba of Benin, former Oba of Benin. Then what is really happening in that place? That is the thing you are treating right now. Long time, ancient days. Vision. Thank you.
5-5 vision, sir.
Yeah, one.
Sorry that I come in here, because this your submission craved my attention, because what is happening there and that thing you just saw that happened after the agreement in Ghana is what has been happening. Like you said, these people are still the people. Oyankuzi explained how they try to take over the entire land of Ichekiri people, and started pushing them against Usoko and Urobo people to cause a fight. Before they went for that fight, that's why I don't understand completely, because my parents used to tell this story virtually every day. How this Oba of Benin people, they were working with some white people, some Arabs that are Islam. They even signed agreement with them. So they were the one that were helping them, telling them, showing them how to conquer the land. I mentioned also how this lineage, this so-called Ile Ibinus, also contracted all the invaders that have invaded our land. They had hand in it. They worked together with. In short, they are the one being used to conquer us. And that same thing happened even the time we thought that the civilizations were getting another shape. they repeated what they have done in the past. Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, thank you, University. Thank you, Emeto Chai. We have to stay back again because this message is building, is provoking us the more. People are still coming to bear you witness in what you are saying. We continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vision 555. I think the next person is Mazi Oyekachi. Quickly. And University, please check your inbox, please. Thank you
so much. Thank you. I greet everyone. I greet my ministers in this platform. Because professors and doctors, my ladies and comrades, I greet all of you. Thank you for doing what you're doing, more due to able. In this our generation, you are very, very important to us. Okay. What I want you to understand here is this: the importance of names. Names are more deeper importance spiritually more than the way we see it. And when you get the name, the real name of all these things, that's all they have changed. Please let us continue to mention that real name. Mentioning that real names will go a long way in dealing with this our enemies spiritually. Okay? Everything you see in the Bible are fake. The names are fake, not original name. That is what we must understand. And when we mention original names, continuing the original names, we will go a long way to subdue our enemies spiritually and physically. And what I want to do is this: we need combination of these young generations that our ancestors have actually endowed, filled with the factual historical facts to neutralize all these lies past decades that lead us to the way where we are today. This young generation are sent to make us to replace our path and key into the right track, to the right foundation, to the right fruit. We'll be able to get it right. Please, the Onyenkuzi, I thank you, Professor. I thank all of you, University. I thank you. Please let us reach out to Mazidibia. Mazidibia combination with Onyenkuzi is very, very needed in this kind of teaching. Okay, there is Onyenkuzi. All you are teaching here, I cannot say that all.
Not Onyenkuzi be Mazidibia.
I know, no, Mazidibia different. The Onyenkuzi that is here now, the one that is teaching us now, is different from Mazidibia. Mazidibia is the. No. I'm talking about.
It's not him.
Can you listen to me, please? I have a few minutes to talk. Mazidibia is the teaching magnet. The Ojinkuzi Emoji is the one, Nkuzi is different. And what Frank is saying here is actually correct. But there are some things that you need from Mazidibia, and Mazidibia needs some things from him as well to combine together. That is why I'm requesting for the combination of both of them and others to be here on this kind of platform to be able to help us to change the narrative of yesterday and correct it. Okay, name is very, very important. That is why our ancestors, then whatever they give their children name, they give them the name of the things they cherish and the things that lead to history. I need to say this: the money we are using today, our ejema, is also known as Ogo. My mother was born when the currency was introduced. Her name is Ogo. Whenever she called that name, she will remember the history and tell you about that history. Our ancestors don't give name anyhow. All the names of their communities, the original names that the people come to change. If you know the original name, begin to mention it. Mention that original name, you are awakening the consciousness of our ancestors. You are calling them to come. But when you continue to you are relegating them historically. You are relegating them spiritually, which is actually affecting us physically. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for more evidence. My name is Eka, ATM code number.
Thank you, Maz.
That is heavy.
Yeah. Okay. The next person to go is Max. Then after Max, then it's me again. We go. Then Max, are you there? Max.
Max, are you close to your device?
Maybe Max is not there. Then it's me again. You can pick the mic.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. I've had some wonderful teachings today, but there are things that actually dealt into my ROAS. My reticular activating system was just tampered because of some of the things she said. It actually deters everything we know about our people. Hence, I must ask some questions before I make my submission. Let me start with your word, Ebo. The Ebo people, meaning albino.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me what melanin is? When you say melanin, the word melanin, can you explain to us, or you would want me to do that?
Well, you want me to explain what melanin is?
Yes, if you know. If you don't know, you can ask me to go ahead.
Melanin is just a pigment. Melanin is a pigment. It's a pigment that gives us our color as dark skin color people.
Thank you very much. Now,
It protects you from the sunlight, from the harmful part of the sunlight.
Exactly.
Do you know the cause of albinoism?
You mean albinism?
Yes. Do you know the cause of
albinism? What?
It's a failure of melanin failure, absence of melanin.
Absence of melanin, yes.
Now, is it possible for a whole people, let's say we 200,000 people to be millennial deficient that cause albinoism? Because according to you, these people are known as able, meaning albino. Is it possible for these whole people to be albino?
No. Sorry, you didn't get what I said. What I said is that the albino is just one man. The man you know as Ilebinu, the man you know as Ilebinu is one man, is a priest. That's the one they call Igbo. That Igbo does not translate to the entire Igbo people.
People don't even know what's this man. It's not today this man start this thing.
University.
You know when they go on, they ask question like, say, okay, I go put it for corner. Nonsense. I better get out.
Who is this person?
Igbo is one person. Igbo is not the entire people you call Igbo. Like I said before, Igbo and Igbo are not the same thing. Igbo is one man because of his color. Albinism, albino, they call him Igbo, not his people. We are the ones.
But you are not using that because there is a statement that it's me again is already making now. This connection, does it have to, because we have a lot of people who are albino. That I have albino in my family, up to 2 albino.
So what do you call him? Don't you call him Oyibo? Don't you call him Oyibo? The albino in your family. It's not Oyibo.
We call them Ebo.
You call them Ebo?
Ebo.
The Ebo you call the person, and the Igbo I call the person. What's the difference? What's the difference?
It sounds the same.
Okay.
It's the same thing now. Even if maybe I did not call it the way you call it, but I'm telling you the source of that word, Ebo, that it was one man who is the Ebo, and somehow the man's children too are in our midst. His children are in our midst. He's our own. He's one of our own. His descendants are in our midst.
Exactly what I wanted to understand, because it looked like it's me again is understanding it from another part, like it's a different kind of person entirely, because if that is the case, I don't think it's correct, because we have about 3 of them in my family who are our blood.
They are not different people. They are not different people. I am telling you, the first time our people saw albinism or an albino, is with our forefathers. Of Gershom. Huh? And let me also tell you, that thing caused problem in the family, that particular family. What problem did it cause? When they gave birth to him and called him Elebinu, and they now call him Ebo, he now gave birth to his second son. And the second son was dark like his people. Friends and family now ask him, say, now that you gave birth to this one, where did you get this one from now? He's not running in our line. Are you sure somebody have not done some, he says, Sosochima. He says, Sochukuma Ihemenu. That's what he said. And Sochima Ihemenu is the name he now gave to his second son, Chima. And who is Chima today? Chima is the one who has the whole of Iseluku, where you have Chima clan. Chima is the person that young lady that day told you about, Nde Chima. Chima is also the one.
This clan, they are very fair. From even from that
no,
come down.
I wouldn't say if they are very fair, because I know that Chima himself was not fair. Chima himself was not fair. It is your elder brother was fair, and it was causing problem in the family. They say, where did you bring this one from? Okay, look at his younger brother. He's dark. He said, give to his second son, Chima. And Chima is there. As a Chima clan is there in Iseluku. Chima is there in Iselangwa South. And then Chima is there in Imo State, where my sister comes from. The one that spoke last week.
University, you are taking my time. Oh. Now you give me time, make I talk. You don't do it.
Joke, but I don't hands up. I just
my own place, like people known as Umushima. So these are from the same thing you are communicating. Okay? There are some people
Okay, my brother.
It's me again. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's me speaking. This I have narrative to give concerning two things that you have just said, so that we compare and contrast and see what to follow. Because one thing I've been suffering from the Yoruba bastard or Yoruba bandits are distorting our history and narratives. And so each time I hear it, it disturbs me. Now, this Elebinu that you are calling, is it a person, and where do you think he started from? Is it the current Bini that we are having, or that area, or this Igodomigodo?
Okay, let me. Okay, let me. I've explained this before. The person they called Ebo, is actually the one that is known as Le Ibenu.
So where are they today? Where are they today? Are they the same people as Bini?
Ibenu is an Igbo. Let me use the word that you understand. Ibenu is Iduu, an Igbo person. Ibenu is a priest, the first, the grandchild of Elowa, the man you know as Liba. He's the grandchild of Elowa. He's an uncle to the one they call Aaron, and an uncle to Minikoshi, the one you know as Moses. Okay. He is our uncle. He's our own. He's my own lineage. He is my own. That is my forefather.
Okay, let me come. Have you heard a word such as Ile Ibinu? Ile Ibinu. Have you heard?
Now, hold on now. The Yoruba who came is telling you Ile is land. The land of Ibinu. Land of Ibinu. What you should be asking yourself is,
no, my brother, Ile has two meanings. Ile means land. Ile means land. Ile means house. It has two different pronunciations.
Okay, land house. Land of Ibinu. Land of Ibinu or house of Ibinu. Whether it is land or house.
People say that Ile is Yoruba word. I don't understand.
Ile is Yoruba word.
Now me they
Is
ask
it
question.
did you
Make
say?
una allow me now.
Let me see the house, see the area, or see settlement. Ile means to look.
Now,
No, no.
Look the
please, can I call
in
Ile?
Wait, they should wait. They should allow
No,
both
you
of them
don't, you
to
don't, you don't.
conclude
You
first,
don't see what
please.
I'm saying down here to tell you what it means, okay?
Hello,
Please.
Ile Binu means the land of vegetation. Because when they come to our land, when the Oba Bini, that is Mio, come to our land, as they fight with our people, then they stay for one wood when they call them the Okpara. As they fight our people, the branch of Okpara follow them. The branches fall. It killed many of Yoruba people. That is how they say Ile Binu, the land of this land, they verse for waiting they want to do to these people. That is how
My
Ile
dear,
Binu.
my dear,
Yeah.
that's sorry, ma. That Yoruba version is not correct. You go back to the Greek version, those who took and wrote down our history for us. When you go to that version, because the issue of calling things based on what we say the Yoruba call them is the challenge we have today. When the people came to the land, they feel that the person who is there, they were looking for a way to remove those who are the priests. Because until you remove the priests and remove him from the land, they will not have access. And the place became Ibinu, somebody's name. That is my own direct descendant name, which is also written in your Bible. Don't you know that the word Lebinu is inside the Bible? The word Lebinu is inside the Bible. You can go to Genesis, go to First Chronicles. You will see them there. Lebinu and Chima. Those are the two sons of Gershon. Every single name of that land is written in the Bible you carry every day, but in a different way so that you will not recognize it. Every single name, every name that you answer, every name in our land is in the Bible you carry. The original names of our forefathers are in the Bible you carry. They distorted all the names.
Okay, my brother.
So when they give you a different version,
I'm asking.
It becomes a problem.
I'm the question answer. I'm the one asking the question. And so many.
I gave you an answer. I've told you what Ile Binu is.
Okay.
The man there is. They said, look at this man. He looks like salt. Ibe is like salt, white like salt. Okay. Now, when the Yorubas start giving you their own version, there is no truth that comes from the Yoruba land. Anybody can challenge me anywhere. There is no truth. Even the Oba himself, the Oni of Ife, will never tell the people that the land he calls Ife is actually our people's land, known as Ubo land. The Urobo call that place. What do you call it? Uhe, Abi Uhe.
Ika people call it Lefe. I don't know because I'm that thing.
No, not Ika. Ika does not call it. It's not a word. The Urobo call that land.
I will sue people to court here. I will sue people to court. More time I go say my time don't finish.
Uhe, that's what Urobo call the land. And that land is known as Ugo. Even in the map of the 11th century, drew by the Portuguese, and the one of the 13th century, shows that the place is Ugo. When we accosted the Ife priests, he said that the Ugo people said the land is stones and sand, that they cannot farm there. They now moved downwards to go and stay in Ubo Ilaje. The original home of the people you call Ubo Ilaje is actually Ife. Is Ife. So when you say the Yoruba say this, throw it away because it's not true. They are saying everything to steal what does not belong to them.
Okay, I want to ask you, because we are still coming to that Ile Ibinu. Ile Ibinu. Ile is house. Ile is land. So the real name is
House of Ibinu.
So now I'm coming to ask you, have you heard the people, you talked about the people of Iduu. Where are the Iduu of today? Today. Where are the people of Iduu today?
The people of Iduu. The people of Iduu are scattered all over the place. If you come to Port Harcourt in River State, you have Iduu Ekpeye. In the same place, you have Iduu Oba. If you go to Ogoja, you have Iduu Yalat. If you go to Anambra State, where you call Aguleri, you have Iduu Erinoba. So the Iduu people are scattered all over Igbo land.
You have Agaba Iduu in Ebonyi, all the Ebonyi. Agaba Iduu.
Okay.
Like I promised.
So when you want
to ask, what am I making up to that question? You have answered correctly. There is a adage in Igbo land that says, "Jiri no wa yo maka ife agor ogu Iduu no oba, ogu Iduu no oba."
Okay.
Thank you.
Who do you think Iduu fought?
Okay. And
who do you think
I will from now.
Who do you think that the Iduu fought? Who is the Oba that Iduu fought? Iduu Oba. Who do you think they fought?
This aga happened in the land of Igodomigodo, where we call today Ile Ibinu. You see why I'm taking my question? Hold on. You see why I'm taking my question one after the other. This war happened at Igodomigodo, in the place today they call Ile Ibinu. And my people, if anything wants to happen, we will say take it easy, or else this war will become the war between Iduu and Oba. When you come to a place such as Ihiala, where Ihiala, let me not say more than that, the highest title you get there is Iduu. Iduu is the name, is the prefix, and the suffix come later. So where we understand for ages to be Ile Ibinu is not a human being. It's not a person. According to the history, my people, my father told me, the people of Iduu told me where they emanated from. We came from the land for all of us are the same. We came from Igodomigodo, where we were forced to stupor, and we were defeated by the other people. And we went down to where we are today, and our greatest title is Iduu. When you want, like for instance, Ezendibo is Iduu Omeroha, because it's from our side. So whenever I have money now, I want to take title of that greatest title, I will take Iduu something. That is one. Secondly, where you say the Europeans say Onyibo, no. Ebo, like you said, is some other people. Thank God you are not referring to be the people of Igbo. IGBO. Igbo means Ndibobo, ancient people. And because hold on.
Hello.
I'm making submission.
Go ahead. Submit.
Because of their potent and their hard work, the white man tend to gravitate towards them more than any other tribe. So when you catch, even according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now I am plagiarizing. It is not me speaking. I'm plagiarizing the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you bring a slave to a British man or to a Spaniard, they ask you with your local dialect, Onyibo, is this Onyibo, not Ebo, as in these people that you described to be Apino? That was why I started with that question. And thirdly, you see, you have to first of all come to terms that everything written in the Bible is lie. This canonian book that you hold, that you call Bible, was first printed by that man in the year 417, after the Dark Ages. It is the European way of colonizing. It is not true. Abraham never existed. Isaac never existed. Jacob never existed. So if you read Galatians chapter 4, verse 24, eponyms. The white man eponymously wrote this thing in the book and used it to conquer us and destroy our psychic. Again. So when you come to hold on, please, let me finish this submission. When you come to convince us from the Bible, first of all, it is failure. The Bible is not true. That's it. Thank you.
So it's me again. I wanted to ask you.
Please, can I ask you? See, can I ask?
Yes, ask him.
Can I ask a question? That young man who just spoke, can he tell me why there is God in the Bible, and he claims that his grandfather's name is God? What is God which he claims? Why is God found in the same Bible that he has? If God is his name and the God is found in the Bible, so where did the white man get the word God from?
Okay,
and why is the God? Why is the whole God?
Oh, mate, you allow one person to speak now.
I will gladly answer. For you to tell me that my root comes from the Bible is an insult to me, because me that I'm speaking, I'm a bit less than 40 years, if not 40. And I can hit my history for more than 1,000 years where I existed. In other words, my people have been existing for more than 10,000 years. Now, when you come to Igbo land, you see these people here, you calling Obu God. And you see those Anambra North, they are Oru and there are Igbo. And if you go to that Anambra North, they call people like me Nwonyi Igbo. You go to Nkwere Izunaka, they call us Nwonyi Igbo. You go to Obunike, they call us Nwonyi Igbo. Anambra North, they call them Oru. The same thing with Bayelsa. We are all Igbo by dialect, by this Niger Congo speaking dialect. So when you say Obu God in Aguleri is represented 400,000 years, and you say the Bible that is not up to 3,000 years defies me, it's an insult. Mukuna think of even Obu God.
Let me
even Obu God is far older than the land of Levant. Thank you.
It's me again. Wait, let him speak first, please.
But if are we going to run this in marathon, or we should end it so we keep the remaining for the next Sunday? So that
who muted me now?
Let him.
Somebody muted me.
University. Can I speak very little? University.
No. Let Professor go. Let Professor go before we bring Goyenkuzi.
Can I go? Just
another person will go.
Just wait for a moment.
Yeah, hold on.
For a moment.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait. Let Professor Nan, please go ahead.
Professor, I will not speak again, but I will subscribe that anybody that needs us to know where we are from, listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Everything I say is not me. I plagiarize him. I don't know anything new, but I plagiarize him. and beyond reasonable doubt and conviction. Thank you, and I will not speak again.
Before we go to Nan, wait, Ife, let me explain again. This is Urobo Isoko State homeschooling, and this homeschooling, we are abiding by the instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we should go and make a further research about Igodomigodo, about Iduu, and about the coastline of Biafra and everybody who live there, because they have done a very serious damage there. With that, we don't collect that key from there, which means we don't correct to be able to make heaven. We have to have people like Metuchai, and all the whole of them, including you. It's me again, to come here and give in your knowledge and educate your people. We don't have a Biafra with a diverted attention and a diverted ideology. Everybody have a different ideology, but the Biafran government is bringing every bit of the talents of Biafrans in one food. And I like every Biafrans to understand this very fact. We have not deviated.
It's me again. Please wait. Let him first of all.
Sorry, before you speak,
Let him wait. Before we give it to Professor Nan, let it's me again conclude what he's trying to say. Please, Ife. It's me again. You're saying something.
I said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was educating us, he has a position that he has established, and he urged us to go and study to see if we contradict of Ethiopia. Today we call Ethiopia that Islam has overtaken. He talked about how we got who are supposed to be the Levites of our time. He talks about why so many Igbo people don't marry from the clan they call Umuchuku today. Like my family, we can never marry from Umuchuku because we use Ofo to declare because of what they did to us. He talks about Ubeni Upabe, one ROC they call Ubeni Upabia. Go and make that research. So he has a position before he asks us to go and make research to second him or to oppose him. Funny enough, people like us.
You can develop this pact. You can develop this pact. This thing is in pact. And Professor is maintaining a particular position, like you said. He's dealing on issue of I hope you are listening to me again. He's dealing on the issue of Igodomigodo, what he has been dealing with since morning. So I hope that you understand what we're doing. We are working in accordance with what Oyendu said. So thank you very much I like Biafrans. They will always help you to be on the right lane. And I believe pretty much that we are in the right lane. In the absence of that, Emetucha, you have to allow Professor Nan to go.
I will allow him to go, but sorry, University. Please, there's something I want to correct. Based on the Bible. What I'm telling you is that what they wrote in that Bible, they took our history to go and forge it. Isn't that what I'm telling you?
Both of you are saying the same thing. He said that what they wrote in the Bible is a lie. It's wrong. And he misunderstood you.
I'm trying to define us with the Bible. I said no. So go ahead. So let him understand that I'm not defining us with the Bible. I'm trying to tell you that the Bible is a version of what the white man wrote in order to hide who he was.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Diokpa. So, Ife, please take Professor Nan before you go forward. Please.
Okay, go ahead.
Is Senator Biafra saying something?
They're taking the place. Huh? Give me the picture.
Professor Nan, my minister, please. Minister, go ahead.
On mute.
Professor Nan.
Greetings, Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. Are you hearing me? Yeah. It is sarcastically and positively progressive for us, the youth of Biafra, to gather in a platform discussing about our future. We cannot be expecting people from other continents like America or like the Europe or like the Asia or like the Oceania to come to be discussed. What happened, the reason and why our people did not understand the linguistic infiltration in our dialectica, in our dialects. Why is it that our brothers from the coastal region, if they are calling the names...
Sir, please, 1 minute, please. So I want to bring somebody down so that I will bring PM or PM is here.
Am I still be heard?
Yes, I said I want to bring PM or PM is here. So I want to bring some people down so that PM can come up.
Okay,
if
let's
you
wait.
down anybody of your choice, why Professor, go ahead.
Okay. If PM is coming, I have to stop.
I didn't even know that PM was here. I think PM is already on mic.
Ladies on mic.
The ambassador of peace, Urobo people, they call him the Agbadagburu. That is the Otoknadu, one of Biafra land. And of course, Ugochukwu, the Biafra, they call him the prayer answered for Biafran people. And he is the Messiah and the, how do you say it, our minister Tuamoya, they call him the confusion in the midst of the enemy. Akbarawa, they call him the mathematics that Joko, thank you for joining us here. Oh, Prime Minister have dropped. Okay. So, Prime Minister, you are welcome to space. This is the University of Biafra, where we speak truth to power and destroying the antics of the enemies of our freedom. And you are welcome, sir. I think that our Prime Minister have dropped. He will be back. Why, Professor Nam, just go ahead with your submission. He will be back, I guess.
Well done. Is he still there?
Yeah, PM is on speaker now.
Okay, that's good. God bless our Prime Minister. I am the representative of the Biafran military and also the defense ministry on this space, So what we have been talking about is on the unity of our people. And I said, and I wanted to say, is very, very unifying in natura, in nature, very unifying. But people need to use what we call agomitolo in order to understand the angles. You have angles, 4 cardinal points. You have to be very, very neutral and be very, very versatile to understand that this is a unification process. Now I speak etymologically. When we are talking about some names that the phonetics of those people that entered our land, because people came from the Europe and Americas and they went, there was a time they called the voyage period, Atlanticism. They entered our place and they came with something that used to be a kind of sweet, and our people, through our kings, they ceded to the style that they gave to them. Now, let me go straight. Basin of the Gulf of Guinea, you will see that somebody will be calling his village, or the people will be calling their village like Achibong. Achibong, if you write it, it starts with Achi and B-O-N-G. Now that Achibong, what does it mean? I'm taking it for an example. What does it mean? In African terminology, what does Achibong has to that is the effect of foreign linguistic infiltration, because many things happened thousands of years, hundreds of years before our birth. So if we are tracing our origin and our similitude, nobody should try to vilify somebody like Onyenkuzi. But we all should go back to what you call etymology. Etymology means, yes, natural pronunciation. That's the meaning of etymology. Etymology is the rules and regulation. It means ordinala. In Igbo language, what I mean by Igbo is the ancient people. Like when people were making some problem about Igbo.
Please,
it
I
means
just have a few minutes to stay here, please. You can continue when I finish.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Isoko. In this space today. Thank you all for coming out to create awareness. I have been listening, anonymously, and I do that every once in a while, going around social media to know what is going on within the Biafra community on social media. And there is a need for me to, after listening for a while, I decided to join people to give some kind of direction. We are at a point that we do not need all this schooling, don't need all our focus must be on the declaration and what happens after. In the coming weeks, we are going to roll out programs. What is going to happen after December 2nd? Now we are encouraging every state to focus on what is going to be expected from the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland. We are not here to tell who is a Biafra and who is not a Biafra. We have our what will happen after that? The choice that is before the people is the choice to make heaven and the choice to go to hellfire. The choice to be a good and live in a good society, and the choice to remain in a country where you will be enslaved till eternity is a choice. So we must begin to preach these two choices and let the people who falls under our to prepare our people to understand the importance of the self-referendum that is ongoing. We must continue to preach it and prepare them for the 2nd of December. I want you people to understand that the bombardment that is happening today will escalate, and we must defend our land, and we must show no mercy to Nigeria army. We must show no mercy to Nigeria terrorist state. We must show no mercy to any of their agents. That is the message that must be preached to our people. It will come to a point we'll be shooting them from the back. They will look at the front, we'll be shooting them from the front. They will look by their side, we will shoot them from the side. It is the only way to preserve our life, our future, and save our life and our culture, and above all, prepare the future for our unborn generation. This is the message I would like you to be preaching, preparing our people for what is to come. We are not here to, we know who is a Biafran, we know our map, to prepare their mind from what is going to start happening 2nd of December. Every Nigeria system in Biafra land will be decimated. It's a target. It's not going to happen one day, but prepare their mind for what is to come. We will never go into conventional warfare with the Nigeria state. Never. We will fight this war in our own way, and we are going to win. This time around, Nigeria will never defeat us. So I want people to focus on this, not who is a Biafra, who is not a Biafra. We know who we are, and we know our map already. You have to start to prepare the mind of our people. So start preparing the mind of the people for what is to come. Nigeria have crashed. There is no food. The economy is down. And this economy going down is what we plan. And we cannot go against it. That's why we call nobody should protest from Biafra territory. Because whatever that is happening to Nigeria today is us that made it to happen. So we cannot do it that way and go out. You must understand that sabotage is what you should do. Sabotage Nigeria in any way you are and make the economy go down until December 2nd and beyond. So let us focus on preparing the mind of our people what is going to come from the December 2nd and beyond. I rest my case. I continue my journey. Greetings, everyone.
Greetings, Prime Minister. Thank you so much for coming.
Greetings to you.
Submission, but special thanks to the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile,
the
man that has the form with which we are applying, and the instruction has just changed, and every other thing on this will be on writing. I know that we have over 17 people on the requesting side, and everybody want to talk. I don't know how we are going to do it. If we do it 1 minute, because Shegu, Merit Ekam, Mazi Goswill, Season Dama, GD, Immaculate, Simon, Simon, a lot of them there on the request. So we're going to be taking one minute submission so that everybody right. And if sir, I want to beg you, anybody who have spoken, you take that person to listening side. Then the instruction has changed. Of course, this is Urobo Isoko Igodomigodo homeschooling. You people know that this homeschooling has a lot of baggage, and this homeschooling was erupted when some individuals who are out there started pointing finger and targeting our identity and stuff. that the people they are saying that they are not Biafrans, they are Biafrans, and many of them are claiming that they are Igbo, and they are coming forward to tell how they are Igbos. Okay, so thank God, the Prime Minister have changed the instruction here. So we will. I will hand over the mic to Ife. Ife will be introducing speakers, and speakers will take just 1 minute. Minister like no other, the only man that feels the pain of his people, the only man that knows when his people are suffering, the only man that knows that this land, that our people deserve to be protected, our people deserve to be defended, we don't deserve to be killed, we don't deserve to be exiled, we don't deserve to be annihilated. And he have decided to stand in the gap between us and this very evil Nigeria. And of course, the killing of Nigeria has made it way to be very, very because the Nigerian state has littered our farmlands with tourists and killing and raping our women and children. So thank you very much, in code number, for that. Greetings to our Prime Minister. So if you take 1 minute from everybody, and Professor Metuchai would end the program at the end of the day. So we have over 15 people on the request. So if I beg you, if you have any power to ensure that you take everybody, please do. Let's
is to make sure that what happened before doesn't.
We can't hear you again.
The attack is too much.
Yeah. Iyankuzi is breaking up.
Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa Jacob. I call him the Mahadu, the man who knows it all. That is why we must follow him. Whatever he says stands. We must not question whatever he says. So for him to have come here and to tell us what we have to do, I believe we have to do that because he knows why he made that comment or statement. But one thing struck me, which the book of life. That book of life, you know, some people are fighting that their name will be in the book of heaven, doing. But the heaven they are telling you is this Biafra. If you don't put your name in the struggle to make sure that Biafra is restored, your name is nowhere. You are a moron. You are not part of it. Your name will not be found in heaven because Biafra land is the heaven they are telling us about. Let me stop here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, the PM is out. 10 PM for being here today.
Okay.
And the next person. Okay, now I will give 2 minutes. Then once you speak, you drop. Then another person will come up again. Then after everybody on the request speaker, then you can come back again and request more, please, so that everybody can speak. Then the next person to go now is yes, MID was speaking before. Let him speak first. Then after him, Gochuku will go. Chibuike. We go.
The government in exile. Our people should understand that this is the only man that was able and that is able and is still going to be able and is still able to outsmart the criminal Janjaweed Nigerian government. It is those that have spiritual eye that will understand the meaning of his presence in this holistic. Thank you. They call you Ebo, they call you Igbo. All of us are one. Etymologically, when they say ethics, it means ndi ordinala. The beginning, the culum civitatis, the beginning of civilization of human being is our people. Our people are the people of Biafra. Either you call yourself Igbo, Igodomigodo, or whatever. We are the culum civitatis. And the best thing we have to do now is to follow this government. They are crying in Biafra land, the stooges.
We can't hear you again. Okay, then Ugochukwu, you can pick the mic.
Thank you, my brother. I salute each and every one of you. Yeah, it has been a very long day. I salute you, my own brother, University, and now my sister and Ife. I salute you and Otuwamwanya and the rest of you. You know, it's a great brother and a leader of our own. You know, we are so blessed to have a leader like this. And I salute our leader, Kano, and I also bless God for the life of the Biafra Defense Force. The battle is going with speed. You know, everyone may not understand, but our PM said that time may come. Even our old age people need to pick up, and that is a parable. That parable is to each and every one of us here. You will pick up the arm and destroy everything called Nigeria. Yeah, I understand. And before I also our own teacher. I want to use this opportunity to and they definitely after the restoration of Biafra, you have a very big role to play, including all of you. You know, we need to get our history. But what our brother came in to say then, that our brother KC, he didn't say it well. That is why a leader is a leader. That was exactly what our PM just narrated in the right, because we know who we are. At the edge where we are right now is the edge that we just have to, you know, speak in the mind of for our people, because the radio is going for the mind of our. This is a disaster. This division we are trying to fix now is the copsy of Nigeria. The war we are facing is the copsy of Nigeria. This history that God has brought you now, this is something we should have been known. But they made us to follow the things that is not for us. Look at now, many years God has to reserve and preserve people like you to come and give us history of something we don't know about, something that we you know, they deprive us from this history. But look at the age. Our father, my own father, divided. Anybody that fall in here, you must have in your brain right now that the only thing you need to have in your mind is the total crush of Nigeria. And that was what Casey. So I apologize on Casey's behalf. What he didn't put it right. That is why a leader is a leader. Our PM just put it in another dimension, which fit. But I apologize, my own teacher. You are our own teacher. There is no dispute about that. Everybody's looking for evidence of a book of what you are saying. Have patience. When Biafra come, you will get the book. You don't need to push him to go and start making photo and scanning for you right now. So my people, have patience and just thank Chukwokike for having information that you never had. So my dear brother, if you have any thought of anger in your spirit, our own teacher, please,
No,
in the name of God of Biafra, just remove it from your mind and know that
you know,
you are talking to
it's
people
gone.
that is uninformed. You are talking to uninformed people. Sorry to say that, not that they are not informed, but people that their history was taken away from them, including me. So it's only a wise can calm down and listen because we are totally lost. We are brought back by Mazin Nani Kanu say something. Sorry, my people. Taking your time. He said, I don't want to go deep because the names my brother was calling here. Mazin, if we are not here today, in next 50 years, you will hear one of Igbo pronounce Mazin Namdi Kanu. Namdi. They will tell our children his name is Namundi, not Namdi. So all these things has happened right in our face. So please, right now, we just have to focus for the guidance of that 40 states. You see that the zoo is burying themselves. They will bury themselves until the end of time. To homeland. But some of us Zoom, I want this. Send this message, gonna listen. I want them to get this message. There have touched the most sophisticated people on the planet Earth. You kill our fathers, you kill our mothers, you kept our people vulnerable. We have come to know this is no more time that we did not know. So we want to preach how to protect the 40 states and protect the women and men of this generation and our old ones and secure our territory. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, PM. Biafrans, you are so blessed to have a leader like that. So blessed. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
For 1 year or more, even from now till December, many people who are sitting behind, who are still having the doubt that Biafra, we are not Igbos, or we are Igbos, that we are not Biafra or Biafra, that their mind have been cleared, or many souls would have been won. I would suggest that you keep coming to our program every Wednesday, and you will have maybe 30 minutes to present your lectures. Then we go to the main topic that we can have that.
You don't have a problem. You don't have a problem because can I say something? Can I say something?
Please do.
Yes. You know. You are Esan or you are Chikobu or whatever, that we are just one people and we must come together. So whoever has heard this now must go back home to understand that the people he calls Igbo are not his enemies. Those Esan people are not our enemies. We are the same cause. So at least that one has been driven home. So definitely, I will come back. I will come again and again. We will come in a different dimension. We will drive home the purpose of our gathering and make sure that our people understand holistically that it is our fight, all of our fight.
Of course. So we continue, we find a way to continue to pass the message
across.
You know, Yeah.
Across, yes.
Don't,
Yes.
don't
I'm good.
this is your program. This is your platform, Yankuzi. Please.
No problem. No, I'm not. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. No. I'm with you. See, let me tell you something. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hello. See, let me tell all of you. As at 1999, I was part of was in school. So they called me the Ekere man. I will call the go. That it's time for meeting. Under Wazirike 1999. So the issue of Biafra is not that I started yesterday. I've been fighting. I've given my all, my life for this struggle. So when you count 1999 to this moment, I'm talking about 25 years of struggling. Even when Wazirike messed up, it was as if we were disbanded. But as soon as Mazi came on board, I returned back to the position and started fighting. So it's very much in. So thank you for your advice. Thank you for your encouragement. No problem. So I can take my leave now, right?
Yeah, of course. If you are finished, you can do that.
Yes.
We're almost rounding up the program anyway. We have.
I can take my leave.
Yeah, sorry.
You can still be here.
Before you take your
because I wanted to get.
Wait,
somebody wants to ask a question.
Wait, please. Wait, please.
Somebody wants to ask a question.
Yeah, it's
Allow the
citizen.
man
I want to say something.
Allow the man.
Please, 1 minute first. Please, 1 minute first.
Right.
Wait first, okay? Then let success address.
You hear me?
So,
I think I've been kicked out again.
I hope I'm coming out clear, right?
It said success, yes.
Good evening, all. Good evening, fellow Biafran. Am I being heard?
Good evening.
All right.
Yes, your head clear.
All right.
Very clear.
I want to thank you guys. You are doing a marvelous job by reconnecting our people back to their identities, which is what they should know. And if they are claiming that Asian man is an enemy to Urobo man, or Urobo is an enemy to Ishekiri, then they should be able us into different units, calling this one Ikwere, calling this one Urobo, calling this one Asian, and you are not different from this, you are different from Igbo is your enemies. That we started seeing all these things erupting in this generation from 1960 until now. But we are here to undo all that. And I want to let all of you know that when you give this much attention, it becomes a burden to you. Biafra is going to be designed in such a way that even those in TV land will wish to be part of it. Not to talk of those who are part maybe you are doing documentary or research. It is good you come here and get some of these lectures. But in terms of unification purpose, just don't worry. When time comes, this will be fought together. And I'm telling you, our people on ground are even more united and known to their cause than those who are making noise on different platforms saying Igbo is enemy or Igbo is not an enemy. So we have overcome that. And that is why the war is being won halfway now. Nigeria has been totally destabilized, economy crushed. Because I came to know about this space when he joined the space. I received a notification immediately that I joined, and I met him speaking. So let our message be on the activities on ground, how we are going to engage different segments and units and make sure whatever is happening anywhere is also happening there and wherever. So this should be our message prompt from now. But we can also give a lecture of our people, even in Igbo, those Igbo people who have lost their identity. There are so many Igbos in we are brought by confusion in the late 60s to join the war and fought against their brother. So now they did it by error, and now this generation is not going to repeat that because it is too costly. The nation will be so fine, so designed that angels in heaven will jealous it, according to Yindu. Angels in heaven will wish, if they are human beings, to live here with us. So it will really be a paradise. And I trust my prime minister because this time has been waiting for him. There's no other time other than this. This time has been waiting for him, and the time is now.
Uh,
All right.
go ahead.
Yeah, I have different perspective to this. First and foremost, I think what the prime minister came here to do is what we call, when you study the military hierarchy, when the man at the top makes an observation, it becomes an order. So I think the host and the platform organizer should take note of that. That's on one side. Secondly, you can't be walking and be chewing gum at the same time. What it means is that the knowledge people like Emetu Chai, Enoho, and Starman bring to the table are usually welcome and enlightening, very, very valuable to what we are doing. But at the same time, you can't be doing the right thing at the wrong time or in the wrong place. So my own suggestion in that regard is that, you guys can team up with Starman. So I think Starman has a very wide global outreach, and he hosts similar space like that where people are enlightened and educated on subjects like that. So people like you and the Noho could team up with Starman and host such philosophical platforms, because when I listen to you and the Noho speak and Starman, it's more like a dissertation for PhD students. Most of us here who are here for the struggle are usually lost in the middle of the whole conversation because the concepts that are thrown up are beyond the ordinary mind who just want to know what is going on about the struggle and stuff like that. So why I'm saying that is you don't necessarily need to wait until the space of the Igodomigodo comes on live. You can also schedule a space with where such topics will be discussed and people will be educated and stuff like that, and people can also present their own questions and stuff like that. Because most of the time, the truth of the matter is that such concepts in the state here are beyond the comprehension of the ordinary man in the street. But my own submission, let me make it immediately, is that I'm happy that the PM came in here to make this observation, because for some time I've just stopped coming to Igodomigodo space just because of this singular reason. But when you come in, you want to hear what is going on at the grassroots, just like the last speaker said. You want to know what is going on when will the sit at home begin to happen in the south part of the country. People want to feel stuff like that. People want to know what is going on from the Igodomigodo axis of the Biafran land and what is happening. People want to be educated. Like, I have a friend who is listening right now in this space. We spent over an hour, I spent over an hour trying to let him know that the propaganda by the Nigerian media that people from the south region are not part of the struggle, they are not Biafrans. It's not true. That if you want to know what is going on, you have to go to the grassroots to listen to people, not the politicians. The politicians in Nigeria do not represent us. Even we in the eastern part of the country, the southeastern part of Nigeria, the politicians do not represent us. The governors do not represent our interests. So if you are listening to the governors or you're listening to the TV, the radio in Nigeria, the newspapers to get your information, you are wrong. If you want to know the real vibe of the people, you have to go to the grassroots and you need to listen to the ordinary people to know what is going on. So I took almost an hour trying to talk to him. He is here right now. Both of us are in this space. He is listening to me. So people like that want to listen and learn and know what is going on, because it was like, how can we be talking about Biafra when the people in the south part of the country are not even part of it? They are saying they're not part of Biafra. I said, that's not true. That even the agitation, I told him that even the Minister of Information and Communication is a son of Parawa, who is not even an Igbo man, so to say. He is from the south part of the country. He is the Minister of Information, the mouthpiece of the Biafra